and it's been a family business ever since. Popcorn was his life. My dad and grandpa instilled in me not only a love for popcorn, but the importance of a strong work ethic and care for our farmland. Farming is not only a job, but a way of life. It is not only important to grow great popcorn, but we also need to be stewards of the land itself. I hope you love this popcorn as much as me and my family have for the last 78 years.
That's right. You saw right there Farmer John and his operations in Breda, Iowa. And today I bring you one of our most popular combos. This is 3 of our most popular flavors, which includes the very hard to find kettle. We don't always have that. So what do we have today? I have a 12-pack for you in all movie theater. You can get a 12-pack in all extreme. We have a 12-pack in my personal favorite, the kettle. Or if you can't decide, I have you covered. I have a 12-pack combo where I'll give you 4 bags of each flavor. It's M97730, $31 QVC price. I also have 5 easy pays of $6.20. So let's get into each of the individual flavors, and I'll tell you a little more about Farmer John as we go along. So first, we have our movie theater. This is the flavor that we originally brought to QVC 6 or 7 years ago. It's the first one we went on air with, and the best way for me to describe this to you is it's that movie theater experience in your home. Perfect amount of butter, perfect amount of salt. Marry those 2 flavors together. You get these big, beautiful blooms of popcorn every single time you pop Farmer John's. Look at how big and beautiful that is. And notice, you don't see butter dripping off there. That's because during the popping process, that butter is actually absorbed into the kernel. Then, we also today have our extreme butter. But first, you're going to see here in the microwave, see that kernel? That's the popping process. It virtually explodes into all these little pieces, takes that little tiny white kernel and just explodes into this big, beautiful bloom of popcorn. That is what we are known for, the virtually Hulless kernel. So the next flavor we have in our assortment is our extreme butter. So if you like the movie theater but sometimes want a little more butter, we took the movie theater, we added 30% more butter. We also added buttered flavor popping oil and butter flavored salt to give you the most extreme butter flavor in one bag that we can possibly give you. This is always one of the most popular when we go live on QVC. It's the one we sell more than anything else. However, if you're like me and you have a little bit of a sweet tooth, there's the kettle. We don't always have the kettle. The kettle is very rarely on air. This is only the 2nd time this year we've had kettle on air. And the kettle profile is very nostalgic to me. It's that sweet, it's that salty. We bring those 2 flavors together. It takes me back to walking down the boardwalk, going to the county fair, going to the festival with my family, and that big, beautiful bag of popcorn. Everybody reaching their hands in. That's what this kettle is. But again, if you just can't decide, no worries. I have the combo for you. 4 bags of each one of the flavors in the combo. Now you might be saying to yourself, why am I buying popcorn on QVC? It's just popcorn, right? No, it's really not. Farmer John's is a very different type of popcorn. It's farm fresh. It's made in Breda, Iowa. We make these orders and ship them out to you as the orders come in. They're not sitting in a warehouse somewhere. They're not sitting on a grocery store shelf. Think about when you go to the grocery store and you walk down the popcorn aisle and you start looking at all the different options. You don't know how long that bag has been there. You don't know how long it was in the back room before it got there. You might not even know where it comes from. With Farmer John's, you know all those things. You know it's fresh, you know it's made to order, and it's shipped out to your home directly from our farm. But that's not the only reason Farmer John is so special. Farmer John is so special because of what's inside the bag. This yellow kernel. So inside the bag, this is the popcorn that actually pops. And why is that so special? Because it's virtually hulless. Inside your microwave bag, there's a bunch of these little ones. During the popping process, the outside shell of that hull is so thin that it virtually shatters into all of these little pieces. Therefore, there's not that big chunk to get stuck in your teeth, or worse yet, in your stomach if you start eating it and swallowing all those pieces. It's a better eating experience. It's a non-GMO kernel. Every one of our popcorns is non-GMO and it's gluten-free. The combo is going fast right now. That's the best seller as we speak. And I don't blame you, because the extreme, you get the extreme, which is a most popular flavor. You get the kettle, which only comes out once or twice a year. And then the movie theater, which is our original. Again, we're talking about Farmer John's 12-pack. I have 12-pack choice of movie theater. I have 12-pack of the purple bag here, which is our extreme. 12-pack in my personal favorite, the combo, or the kettle. And then we also have it in the combo, which again is the most popular in this show. Now, you're going to see here that this is the field where John was born, where John was raised, where he is raising his children, where he learned how to be a farmer. And he still lives on this fields today and watches over this popcorn from the minute he puts it in the ground to the minute he packages it and ships it to your home. Now, the interesting thing about Farmer Jon is he doesn't just talk about being a farmer. He actually is a farmer. We have a photo of him in the fields with his family. And, a couple years ago, Rachel Bosing and I went out to the farm and we saw everything in action. She couldn't believe just how involved on a daily basis John is in the business. You see him right there. That's John on the right, his father Alan on the left, and his two sons in the middle. This has been a farming operation since 1941. John's grandfather started this business. He brings you this corn all day fresh, every day. And if you're anything like I am, popcorn is a pantry staple at our house. It's always in there. And in fact, what I do is, if my wife's not in the area and she's off reading a book or on social media, and I want her to come down and spend time with me, the first thing I do is pop in a bag of popcorn, because I know the minute that she smells that, it's going to attract her out to the room. It works in our office as well. A little secret John taught me years ago is when we're about to have a meeting, 5 minutes before, start popping a bag of this microwave popcorn. Everybody will smell it and come running to have a little snack before the meeting starts. It's a great way to make sure everybody's on time in our business. The other thing that I love, and because, as you can imagine, working with John for so many years, I eat a lot of popcorn. Sometimes I want to kick my popcorn up a little bit. Or sometimes when people are coming over, I want to do a little over the top and not just serve popcorn. So what do? I pop a fresh bag, just like I did here on air. Then I go to the pantry, I grab some of these candy-coated chocolates, and I pour it over the top. But I don't stop there. I have peanut butter chips and I add those in. And then I also take these nuts and scramble those. And I've just made my own snack mix just by items I have in the pantry. And it's great because with our popcorn being virtually Hulless, you can serve it to anyone from 2 years old to 102 years old. It's family friendly. It's non-GMO, which is so important these days to know exactly what's in your popcorn. So again, we're talking about M97730, $31, or I have it on 5 Easy Pays for $6.20. I'm giving you a choice of all 12 in the movie theater, all 12 in the extreme butter, which again is 30% more butter than movie. Then I have it in kettle, which is that sweet and salty snack, my personal favorite, very nostalgic. Or if you're like everybody else shopping today and you just can't decide, go ahead and grab that combo where I'm going to give you 4 bags of each. But let's go through each one of the flavor profiles again to help you decide which one is perfect for you. And I just destroyed the whole display. So the first one is movie theater. It's the original flavor that we brought to QVC 6 years ago. It's the perfect amount of butter, perfect amount of salt. We marry those two flavors together and bring that movie theater experience in your home without the cost of the movie theater. Next, we have the extreme butter. We took the movie theater popcorn, we added 30% more butter, we also added butter flavor popping oil and buttered flavor salt to really give you the most extreme flavor of butter we can in one bag. And lastly, my personal favorite is the kettle. It's sweet, it's salty, it's all of those flavors in one bag. It's the best flavored, very nostalgic to me. It takes me back to walking on that boardwalk. But the best part is, no matter which one of these flavors you choose, you're getting virtually Hulless kernel from our farm in Breda, Iowa. And what does that mean? It means it's farm fresh. We're making the orders as it comes in. We are not storing this and hoping and praying someone makes an order. We are actually making these orders, serving them up to you, shipping them directly to your home from our house. Already 200 gone in this show alone. Again, you see John there in the fields. Guys, this is the field where your popcorn's going to come from. Monday morning, we are going to ship from here right to your home. Again, M97730. It's a 12-pack. You choose the flavor, or I have a combo. $31 or $5, 5 easy pays of $6.20. You see right there the combo. Now you're thinking to yourself, what do I need all this popcorn for? You need it because once you taste it, you're going to see the Farmer John's difference in freshness, in quality, and if you're going to have some popcorn, why not treat yourself? Why not have the gourmet without the gourmet price? Why not give yourself the best popcorn you can possibly give you? Now, someone asked me the other day, just how much popcorn is 12 bags of Farmer John's? Well, these are the larger 3.5-ounce bags. These are not the mini bags we sometimes do. These are the large bag, even larger than most you find in your grocery store. Each bag is 9 cups of popcorn. That means with this 12-pack, if you were to pop every one of these bags from start to finish, you will get 108 cups of popcorn. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a lot of popcorn to me. The other most popular question I get is, how is it virtually Hulless? It's real simple. Years ago, when John's grandfather started the farming operation, he said to himself, I want that thin shell. So he started playing around with different hybrids. And what that means is they took a mother plant and a father plant and planted them in the field. When they hibernated and cross-pollinated each other, they made this virtually Hulless kernel that we currently have been using for years in our microwave popcorn. That, to me, is a very important thing because I know if a guest comes over, I don't want them sitting on my couch picking things out of their teeth, making them feel uncomfortable. It's all about virtually Hulless popcorn. Now, as we start to wrap up this presentation, let's talk about the flavors one more time. M97730, 12-pack. I have it in 12 all movie, 12 in all extreme, 12 in kettle, or the combo, which is 4 bags of each. Again, no matter which one you're choosing, you get that virtually Hulless kernel, fresh from our farm. You see these big, beautiful bowls of popcorn. The last thing I want to leave you with is, again, these are the bigger bags. You saw me pour all these big bags of popcorn. Do not use the popcorn button on your microwave. Listen for 2 to 3 seconds in between each pop. That's the perfect time for your microwave. Thank you so much for your time today. Now I send you over to Zach.
So much, Peter. It's great to be with you guys today. I'm coming to you from the heart of Amish country in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, with a